Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of Silencing the Voice. We apologize for a little late start due to some unforeseen network issues, but we are glad that we are live. We are so happy to be here again once more. I'm your humble coach, Christiana Telena Jubese, and we are here because you were there. Today I have with me my very able co-host Monica Oranugo, all the way from Belgium. Coach Monica, how are you doing and how is Belgium faring at the moment?
Oh, greetings, Coach Christy. I am doing well, and Belgium, we are doing great. At least the weather is fair today, not cold, so I thank God.
I'm happy to hear that it's fair enough today and not so cold. And today we have a very special guest all the way from Canada, Coach Patrick Jabba. I just want him to tell us a little bit about himself. Coach Patrick, we appreciate you to be on our platform today. We appreciate you as a special guest. We are blessed to have you. Please, can you tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Oh, where should I start? Okay, I guess I should start by saying thank you. Thank you for offering me this opportunity to be here with you and discuss this very important topic. As you said, Patrick Japa is my name, and I'm from Cameroon, and I've been living in Canada for 8 years now. I am a husband and father, and this is mainly why I got attracted into this topic, work-life balance, because I've been struggling when it comes to juggling between what I'm doing, my job, and my family, my responsibilities as a husband, my responsibilities as a father. So, what I do every day is helping professionals and entrepreneurs to be excellent, very, very excellent at what they do. And at the same time, they do so without sacrificing their family lives or their couple or their marriage. So, and when we are on that path, we can also avoid stuff like stress and burnout and anxiety and everything. So this is what I do every day. I don't believe that I have said everything. So
Hallo, ik ben Zoltan van de
question
Oria Center.
we will go
Oria
through and we'll be
International
able to
Filmbedrijf dat
answer.
Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. Oh my God, it's really, I don't know. I don't know where to start, but just to summarize, a certified mindset and relationship coach, of course, a
Yes.
father, as well as a transformational author.
Mhm. Yeah.
We're
That's
blessed to have you. We're blessed to have you, Coach Patrick Japa, all the way from Canada. Today, we are going to talk about work, family life, balance. Is it possible? For some people, it is possible, it is manageable, and for others, it is not possible. So, what is your take on this? We are going to also talk a little bit about the possibilities of creating a successful environment, both at home and at work. How possible can we achieve that? We again appreciate all our viewers, our audience. We thank you for being there all the time. We thank you for your support, your encouragement, your prayers. It's been enabling us to do what we do today. And by the special grace of God, we're going to have more inspiration on these. Remember, we are here because you are there, and together we stand. The same knowledge is wealth. So I would definitely want to encourage everyone that as we move on, please, if you have any question, any opinions, please just drop them in and we will discuss about them. My able co-host, I will hand over to you.
Thank you, Coach Christy. And once again, I also want to thank Coach Patrick for joining us. In fact, I'm so happy seeing him on our platform. Coach, you just gave us a summary of who you are and what you do, but I want to please ask you if you could give us more tell us more detailing how and what you do as a certified mindset coach and a relationship coach, please.
Okay, so when I started coaching, my uh, the first decision that I made was to say, okay, let me start with mindset. So as you can remember, we used to talk about prosperity, we used to talk about money and everything. So I started with that. And at the same time, I was having some questions in my personal life saying, okay, how can I manage everything? How can I do what I'm doing with my work, with my job, with my project, and at the same time be a good father, be a good husband. So having those questions brought me in. I mean, sent me somewhere else, and I decided to go with relationship as well. And I believe that family is something very precious that we need to find a way to protect that family, to protect that relationship. So what I'm doing every day is to have those professionals. So when they come to me, they will tell me, for instance, I've been working for 20 years, and for 13 years, I didn't get to go on vacation, for instance. I had someone like that a couple of months ago. So we sat down and we created a plan to say, hey, you need to do something about it. You need to be not only confident with yourself, but also confident to go and talk to your boss so that you can have a different situation in your life. So what I help people with is creating a plan that is going to help them to be successful in their marriage, in their family, but also to be successful at what they do, their job. And this is how I can put together mindset and and relationship.
Wow. 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 I'm a little bit, let's say, speechless because it's really a very interesting area, Coach Patrick. Because when we talk about family, family is a big unit, and it takes a lot to keep it functioning. And when we want to relate about our own personal life issues, for example, work, social, and you can name the rest, it needs a lot to put everything as structured as they can be. So
Mhm.
that's the reason why we're blessed to have you. We need more people like you.
Okay.
Coach Monica, you're muted.
I'm so sorry. I had problem with my system, so I didn't really hear Coach Patrick very well. But I think Coach Christie has given us the summary of what he said. So I'm going to move on to the second question, if you don't mind, and I hope to follow this time. Coach Patrick, our second question. First of all, I want to appreciate all our viewers that are following us at this moment. Thank you so much for always being there to support us. We appreciate you and we thank God for you. My second question is, Coach Patrick, when we talk about the balance between work and family, other aspects of our lives tend to be ignored or to suffer, kind of, or
Mhm.
don't get enough attention, like our social life, our religious life, and also mental psychology. I don't know if I should put psychological aspect, but we're like busy with works, family, and we don't have life anymore outside these two things. So could you please give us tips or tell us and our viewers out there on how we can plan our life in such a way that none is being, then all these aspects of our lives are being taken care of, or we pay attention to it. And because we need, and as long I know we need our family and we need our social, our work, but as at the same time we need our friends, we need our religious life, we need this, all of them, to have that maximum balance. Could you please give us tips on how to work on all these aspects and have an healthy life? Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you for the question. And what I would like to say first is this: we say work life balance. But sometimes I ask myself, when we say work life balance, It means that it looks like work is happening outside of your life, but your work is happening within your life. Your work is part of your life. It's not like you can separate. I get the idea behind the statement, but also it could be confusing because we can say, okay, it means that when I'm working, I'm not living, and when I'm living, I'm not working. But I think we should be talking about life balance. Okay, and even if we stick with work-life balance is not about 50-50. Work life, but when we say balance, it's just a way that you can rearrange different elements of a whole. And as a matter of fact, the whole here is your life. How can you arrange different elements of your life so that you can be fulfilled, so that you can have a kind of harmony in your own life? So it means that if you are okay, if you're the lifestyle that you want to have is 80% work and 20% family, and if that works for you and you have peace of mind and everyone in your family is okay with that, then fine. If you rather have 80% family and 20% work and everything is going well, you're okay, you're in shape, you are healthy and everything, you have peace of mind, that's fine. So the first thing I would like to say here is work-life balance or life balance in general is it's not a standard. Okay, so what is working for me is not going to be working for Christiana or for Monica. So let's have it according to us. Let's have it according to what we want to create. And that's the second thing I want to say is that let's think about the lifestyle we want. If I want to spend 5 hours a day with my kids, for instance, it means that when I'm choosing the kind of career I'll be doing, I'll be in, I would look for something that is going to allow me to have those 5 hours a day with my kids.
Mm.
So one great tip is not only to understand that life balance is not a 50-50 thing. That's the first thing. The second thing is it is personal. What is working for me is not going to work for you. So let's not say, hey, he is doing this, I'm going to do the same thing. No, it's not a one size fits all. No. And also the third thing is create, just have, start by having a vision of the lifestyle you want to live. And when you have that vision and you start working on it, now everything will be around what you want, the lifestyle you want to create. So just don't go the other way. I want to say, okay, I want to work first, a job first, and then you go from the job to create a lifestyle. No, turn it around. And one more thing, I think you mentioned religious,
Yes, please.
and one thing I want to say here is I believe that the Bible is one of the most important motivational book that you can have, inspirational book that you can have. Everything that we are reading everywhere else today, if you look deeply in the Bible, you'll find it. Okay. For instance, we say in the Bible, what good it is for someone to gain the whole world, yet forfeit their soul. How good can this be for you to have a better job or the best job you could have, to have money, to have houses, to have cars,
Mm.
but you don't have peace of mind? So for me, the message here is to start with what is going to give you peace of mind, and everything will come after that.
Okay. Wow. Thank you so much, Coach Patrick. Oh, you said if I could, if I understood you well, you telling us that our work life balance depends on individual. It depends on how It's not a standard. It depends on how we want it to work for us. And I really, truly, truly understand that, because what's working for me is not what is working for you. Like
Mm-hmm.
for me, I can put as my own lifestyle that as I'm working, I'm socializing in kind of, and when I am at at home, I can also be with my family and also socializing via my telephone, because I can be reaching out to people, reaching
Mm-hmm.
out to one. And when you come to that social aspect, for me, what might be a standard for me, like after my work and after my whatever I'm doing, I want to be in the church or fellowship. And for another person, they want to go out to a party. And that's when I understood if I what you meant by it's not a standard. We all have to have a vision of the lifestyle we need. Thank you so much for this great tip and advice. Thank you, Coach Christie.
Yes, Coach Monica, I definitely agree with you about what Coach Patrick said, because there's no direct formula for everyone. Sometimes, when we talk about priorities, people have their own different ways in which they do prioritize things. What comes first?
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually looking for what suits you best, and work with it like he said. And if you see the need to adjust, do not hesitate, but go ahead and fix things up. That's what is
Yes.
important here. We must be flexible in everything. As long as life is concerned, we have to be flexible, but regular evaluation is the point of interest here. We really want to appreciate our viewers. We have Shadadu Rahman. We appreciate you. Hey guys, we have to share this with you. Our beautiful flyers has always been made by Shazadu Rahman. If you need any, if you need support with IT flyers or book designs, please do not hesitate. You see the beautiful work he does. Do not hesitate to reach out to him. Thank you so much for being here with us, Mr. Rahman. We appreciate you always. We also want to thank Elise Rossi, who is watching us. Please, as we move ahead, do not hesitate to drop in your opinions and questions as they're coming. Today, we're talking about work-life balance, or like Coach Patrick said, let's talk about life balance, life in general. Let's not limit it only to family and work. Let's put it together. So let's put it together. Um, Coach Patrick, this brings me to my next thought. Do
Mm-hmm.
you think actually that a balance between work and, let's say, family life can be attained?
Yes, but not all the time. Yes, because as I said, it is not a 50-50 thing. And this is why sometimes we get a lot of frustration because we feel like I need to spend, because I have 24 hours. If I sleep 8 hours, this is the rest. So I need to divide the rest 50-50. So this part is for my family and this part is for my work, for what I do. No, I don't think it's a 50-50 thing. The most important thing is that you are having peace of mind. You are happy with what you are having. So I can spend 1 hour with my kids, and that 1 hour is really quality time. The thing is, you don't know exactly when the quality time is going to come to you. So this is why we need to have them as many times as possible, because you don't know. You can't say, okay, maybe Janet, let's have quality time. You don't know if that's going to be quality time or not. Maybe you think it's quality time for you, but for her it's not quality time. So let's just have time together, and as time goes, we will see how quality the time is or not. So what I want to say is we can have that balance, but it is not a 50-50% balance. And because of that, it means that you can spend 10 hours working, but spend only 2 hours with your family. But when you are spending 2 hours with your family, where are you? Are you really with your family? Or are you checking your phone when we are with them? Or are you checking your email saying, oh, I should have done this before I left my office? So you are at the table eating, but you cannot have a real conversation with your wife or your husband, with your kids. You don't have time to ask them, how was your day today? What did you do? Tell me more about what you do. What did you like today? What didn't you like today? How was your teacher? Oh, sweetie, tell me, how was your day at the hospital today? What kind of person do you talk to today? You are not present for those 2 hours. If you can fill those 2 hours with your presence, then those 2 hours will be worth like maybe 1 month of presence. So being present is a very important element when it comes to having that balance, because you are showing them that you really care. You are showing them that you are there for them, and you are listening. You are not waiting for your turn to talk, but you are listening. By the kind of questions that you are asking, they can really tell that you are listening. Sometimes I talk to my wife is talking to me, and I said nothing. The only thing I can say is, "Oh wow, that's interesting. Tell me more about it," and I stay quiet. She speaks. And okay, oh, that's good. So you did that. Okay, what happened next? She will talk. Okay, oh, that's fantastic. You are very bright. So tell me more. What happened? And I said nothing, just asking questions. So I think this is very possible. We can do it. We can get there, and we just need to be intentional. We just need to decide that I want this to be my lifestyle. I want to live this way. I want to build my career or whatever around these people who are very important to me. And if we start with that uh, intention, that we will get there. It's not easy.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes we are challenged by the situation. For instance, if you are working to get a promotion at work, you can work extra hours. Maybe you are working on a special project. You can work extra hours. That's why it's good to tell them, hey, listen, this week or the coming 2 weeks, I'll be coming home very late because I have this special project. So let's have a conversation about it. And I can promise you that when this is done, we can catch up by doing this or doing that. So having also a conversation, being present, knowing that it's not a 50-50 thing, knowing that we need to be intentional is going to help when it comes to accomplishing this work-life balance thing.
Thank you so much, Coach Patrick. I think you nailed it because I was sitting here smiling because I cannot count the number of times I found myself in that situation. When it's time for family, and then you have this very important message coming in, like, please, can you call me in a little bit, or are you free? Can you get it? Can you give me an answer? And you're thinking like, okay, but this is the time I needed to actually talk maybe to your child or to your husband. So how do you resist? How can you manage with that? Mr. Julius Kimby, we are glad to have you as well. Welcome on board, and thanks for always being there. So it's really something so difficult. Sometimes I ask myself when I come home, do I just need to throw the phone? Maybe I leave it by the door, and I get in, and when I'm settled, before I can remember, okay, I have a phone, let me go get it. It's not easy. Seriously, like you said, it's
You're
not
right.
easy.
You're right, Coach Christie. Sorry to interrupt. I just got this thought and I wanted to share. You know, we teach people how to treat us.
Mhm.
We teach people how to treat us. If you open the door, they will all come in.
Exactly.
And if you close the door in your neighborhood, maybe back home in Cameroon or in Nigeria or even where you are, you know where to go when you need something. You know that this madam, if you go to her, she will treat you very badly. So don't even approach her house. And you also know this person, oh, he's very sweet. If you go there, you get whatever you want. So when it comes to your phone, if you don't answer one time, two times, three times, they will start slowing down and they will drop off. But as you are being responsive, as you are giving them what they want, they will keep on coming. I know
Exactly.
it's not easy. It's quite sometimes challenging, But we also need to do that. When I go to bed at night, I leave my phone downstairs. Well, if you call me at night, I'm not there for you. I'm not there for you. So let's challenge ourselves and we will get there. And since we are talking about silencing the voice, these are the voices that you are hearing. Because when you have the notification, ding, say, oh, in your message, you are saying, I need to answer. If I don't do it, what are they going to say? What are they going to think? Just say, shut up. Let me take care of my family. And the voice will drop.
Oh my God, Coach Monica, I'm sure you definitely have something to add to this.
Wow, Coach Patrick, I don't even know where to start because I'm guilty of a lot of stuff you just said. I'm just pinching myself. It is Coach Patrick. What if I don't even know where to start? What you said is the truth, but it's kind of difficult.
It is.
But it's something that we need to try and work on. We need to be intentional, as you said, because most times we are with our families, but we are not present.
Mm-hmm.
We are eating and we are chatting, and we can also be eating on the roof, talking, and our spouse is there. I won't lie, I'm guilty. I'm guilty of that. But I think with what you just said, we need to be intentional about it. We need to really try to, because we can say we spent, oh, I'm the whole day at home today, I didn't go to work, but we didn't actually have that quality time we should have with our friend. If we reflect, if we really think, sit and reflect on how our day went, we might, if we are sincere with ourselves, we will think, we will know that we did not really have that quality time we should have with our family. So what I took from what you said, we should be intentional about it. We should spend time with each other, because we never can tell which moment is that, it's the quality or precious time. But we need to learn how to put our work and our family, differentiate, put them aside, and know, okay, I'm with my family, I'm with my family. It's difficult in terms of the one of phone. I'm going to try it because I go to bed with my phone, because I have this thing in my subconsciousness. What if someone really needs me, or family member, or something is going on, and they try to, I don't know, it's personal. I pray God help me. I'm going to put that as a prayer point. And I'm going to try to work on it as well. Thank you so much, Coach Patrick. I learned a lot from what you said. I'm going to try, prayerfully try to work on them. Thank you. And I
Thank,
believe, and I know our viewers out there are getting the same. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
thank you so much, Coach Monica, for adding. And this brings us to the next question: how we can then create a successful environment both at home and at work, because sometimes it's a little bit tricky. You keep thinking, what if there's something just so urgent that someone wants to reach you, someone close want to, but so how now can we create that successful environment that you don't feel guilty, like, okay, you are not creating enough time for your family, or you go to work, you're not able to focus, how can we do that, Coach Patrick?
Let me ease your mind. From today on until the day, excuse my language, but until the day you die, or until the day I die, I will always have situations where I can feel guilty. They will always come. They will always come. Our goal is to reduce them as much as possible. Our goal is to make sure that this is not becoming the new norm, so that we can really experience this life with some peace of mind. So how can we create a plan? We go from this definition that, for me, we're not really talking about work-life balance, but we are talking about our life. We are talking about our life management. We are talking about the kind of leadership that we are bringing into our life. How are we how are we managing this opportunity that has been given to us? How are we going to be different from a tree? What kind of impact do we want to create? When I look at my two girls, and why this is why I decided to become a coach, I say, okay, what kind of legacy am I creating? I have two girls. What kind of husband are they going to have tomorrow? What can I do to help them have good relationship in their lives? Not only showing my wife the love I have for her, because when I am with my wife, they see how I behave, and they are learning a lot from that. So tomorrow they are going to look for someone who can treat them the way I treat their mother. So in some way, I am showing them what what kind of standard you can set for yourself. So if a man treats you differently, don't accept that, because you know this is how my dad have been treating my mom. So this is the exact thing I would love to have. So I decided to create that lifestyle because I wanted to have that kind of impact. So it started with the vision I had for my life. What do I what do I want to create with this opportunity that I have? So the vision first. And because I had a vision, I started creating a plan, saying, okay, and it is one step at a time. I remember back in 2017, I sat down, I took my notepad, and I wrote down, from now on, this is the kind of life I would like to live. And I started working on it, one step at a time, one step at a time. Sometimes I'm off track. And then I say, okay, that was yesterday. Today is a brand new day. Today, this is the day that the Lord has made. It's a new day, a new opportunity. It's a new opportunity that I have in front of me. Yesterday is gone. Okay, there's nothing I can do and go back. So me starting being anxious, being worried because of what happened yesterday or what could happen tomorrow, that's not the point. So for me, creating a plan is starting with a vision. What kind of vision do I want to create for my life? What kind of life do I want to live? I can get, for instance, an invitation for a talk like this, and I will tell them no, because the topic is not aligned with my values,
Mm.
because the topic is not aligned with my mission, because the topic is not aligned with my vision. So each time I'm on camera, I also need people to see or to understand the kind of life I want to live. Because I'm perfect? No, not because I'm perfect, but because I am working toward that perfection. The most important thing is not perfection, but it's progression. Are you moving ahead? One guy told me one day, because he wanted to recruit me in his network marketing business. And each time he was calling me, I was saying, "Oh, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy." One day he called me, and I told him I'm busy. And he told me, "Patrick, are you busy moving ahead, or are you busy going around in a circle?" I said, "Whoa, whoa." Yeah, sometimes we are busy spending time at our workplace doing what we are doing, but are we really moving ahead, or are we just going in circle and not moving ahead? So I cannot tell you this is step one, step two, step three, step four for your plan, because it depends on each person. But yes, we can get it. We can get there. Start with a vision and then sit down and create a plan.
Thank you, Coach Patrick. Thank you so much. It's all about creating a vision and making a plan out of it, and it's never too late. Like Coach Patrick said, let us all examine, if we have been in circles in certain areas of our lives, let's try to end the circle immediately and start being progressive. It is very true what you said, because sometimes we are so involved in so many things, and that you, the main reason, the vision you're talking about, it gets engulfed and it's kind of buried, but you are like almost everywhere. You tend to miss the real reason why you're doing what you're doing. So thank you, and thank God for that, your friend. I'll use this opportunity to welcome Mrs. Atembafak Rose. We are blessed to have you. We are blessed to have you. Thank you so much, dear. Thanks for the comment and the support, and all those who have added some words. We appreciate your opinions as well. Coach Monica, I definitely want to hand over to you.
Wow, thank you so much. I'm not going to ask this next question without saying this. I have picked two things. Perfection is progression. And the one that struck me was what your friend said. Are we busy moving forward, or are we busy moving in a circle? That is a great thought, word for thought. I'm going to really reflect on that today. Wow, thank you so much, Coach Patrick. And I also want to thank few of my viewers from this end. My mother, Juliana Oranugo. Thank you so much for joining, and all our viewers. Thank you so much, Coach Patrick. My next question is: what are some advice you could give, or you can give to those struggling to manage their lives in general? Because I can't say any more work and family because you just told us that it's not a 50-50 thing. So could you give us advise us on how we could have this balance, a quality balance that will help us to be perfect and progress?
Hmm.
I think this question needs a customized answer because we can be struggling for so many reasons. We can be struggling because lack of communication. We can be struggling because lack of knowledge. We can be struggling because we don't have money. We can be struggling for this or for that. But if I have to have a common denominator for all this, I can say one of these common denominators can be mindset.
Hmm.
Mindset. So having the right mindset can really help us because maybe you already know this. We have the growth mindset thing and we have this the fixed mindset. Okay, so when you have your fixed mindset, it's like everything is done. There's nothing else I can do,
Hmm.
and you don't want to grow from there, and you're stuck. It's like I have growth mindset goes with limiting beliefs. Okay, and you're having all these negative voices in your head going back and forth and holding you back, pushing you back. But when you have a growth mindset, now you can see things differently. You open your mind. And I remember my manager back in Cameroon. I was working for Brasserie du Cameroon, and one day he told me, "Your mind is like an umbrella. It is only useful when it is opened." So if your mind is not open, if an umbrella is not open and it is raining and you're walking with your umbrella, you're going to be wet. You're going to get wet. So for that umbrella to be useful, get it out and open it so you can protect yourself. So I think uh, sometimes we struggle because we have those limiting beliefs, and this is why I love the title of your show, "Silencing the Voice," because we have all these voices. We grew up maybe in an environment where we have been hearing stuff here and there, and we pick that up. And this is why I told you regarding my daughters, I want them to see something different because me, I grew up in a different environment. Okay, you have your dad and your mom in the same house, but they are like they don't know each other. So I don't want my daughters to see that because they are going to grow with that kind of image in their mind. And the image will create the emotion, and the emotion will create the action, and the action will create a result, which is bad if the image that they have created in their mind is bad as well. So I think one thing that can be said is, let's start by having the right mindset. And when you have together your mind, the right mindset and the right vision, the rest will come.
Oh, thank you so much, Coach Patrick. Thank you. We have to have the right mindset and not just the mindset that will just fixed on something and it attracts those negative voices and those negative beliefs. So we need to have the right mindset. Thank you so much, Coach Patrick. I hand over to Coach Christy.
Definitely. It's an amazing discussion today because I guess many of us are trapped in it. And from all what we have been discussing, in one way or another, we struggle to make sure that that interference does not happen, be it at work or at home or at in your own personal social life. But at some point in time, we tend to see that maybe the pressure could be more on one side, so it's all about, like Coach Patrick said, the right mindset of growth and how you can manage despite the area that is involved. And what comes to my mind next is knowing where to draw the line. I have heard a lot of times, it's been told that what happens at work stays at work, what happens at home stays at home. Like if you try to, if you want to carry your home to work, then you won't be able to focus. You need to leave that load at the door. When you open a new door, you forget about everything. Or let's say, except if there's kind of an emergency, okay, then you have to discuss directly to the boss or someone so reliable. For example, if you're not mentally stable, you cannot really focus at work. So
Mhm.
we regularly have to evaluate, like Coach Patrick, you said before, we have to evaluate every area. And it is different with everyone, like you said as well. It might be 40-60 for somebody, and for the next person, he'll tell you, no, I can do it 50-50. When I go
Mhm.
to work, I put on my work clothes and I'm at work, and
Mhm.
home I do the same. So um another thing you talked about was time for availability. When you make yourself ready for others, the time you give them. This is what I have to work on myself personally, because it's like I said in the start, it's always so tricky. You have the feeling there's always somebody that wants to say something, some word. But when you create the time, when you think that, okay, this is for every other person, that it makes it easier. When they, but like, the people will know when to reach you, when is the right time, and when it is successful for them to get to you. So
Yeah.
it's it's another area to press on. And more importantly, if we are blessed with family after God, so I think it's also important that we invest as much as we can to create and support that unit. So we are really blessed to have you and all what you have said today, as well as my able cohort. Oh, we thank Mr. Perti Sari Aho, Kiitos paljon, että sä oot täällä mukaan, Perti, and Mrs. Nora Akhanoba. We welcome you. We thank you for watching. And please, if you have any questions or opinions, do not hesitate to drop them. We are talking about work, life, or let's say life, balancing life in general. Like Coach Patrick said, it's difficult to isolate any particular area, if it's social, religion, or work. Let's say life in general. How can we enable ourselves to grow successfully or to live successfully in all these areas? Try to have that vision and make your plan out of it. That was Coach Patrick's message. And having the right growth mindset, it works like magic.
But
So, yeah,
Chris,
yeah.
you, I love this conversation. I know maybe you have another question, but sorry to interrupt you. You said something about I don't remember exactly the words, but it was about God and family and something like that. And I wanted to share this.
Okay.
The husband or the wife that we have today, we don't have them for no reason. There is a specific reason why we are married to this person or to that person. Maybe because that person is going to help us grow in a specific area in our lives. and we need to be ready to accept that challenge. Uh, the same way, the kids, the children that we don't have them for no reasons. There is a specific reason why they came to us. There is a specific reason why I am Ava's daddy or Karen's daddy. There's a specific reason. Karen's, for instance, my second daughter, she's 6. Me, I love singing and I play guitar. And I've never taught her how to sing. Never. But I've realized that if she hears me singing now, maybe even if she's very far, she hears the guitar, I'm drumming guitar, she will run and come to me. If I'm singing something new that she haven't heard before, she will be able to pick up the song, the melody, and sing it exactly the way I'm singing it. So one day I started, I said, I've never taught this girl how to sing. How come is she singing this way? And I realized that maybe it's because she came to me so that I can help her develop that talent that she has.
Wow.
There's a specific reason. And if I cannot do it, I can seek help
Mhm.
so that what she is looking to bring to the world, I can help her bring that to the world. And this is why I think when we say life balance, it is very important to stop and think, what is my contribution? Why am I here? Why? Why am I working for this company? How can I want to be remembered? Some people in some companies, when they are absent, we don't even know that they are absent because present or not is like they are not there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let our voice be heard. Let our voice be heard. What kind of impact do I want to create? And we cannot do that without sitting and having a vision. And that's the vision that is going to create the lifestyle we want to live, and that is going to dictate the kind of impact we want to create in around us and in our lives.
Thank you very much, Coach Patrick,
Very,
for that
very good.
in-depth explanation. That was a very close one because we have a very important environment surrounding us and we have to pay attention to, but sometimes we might get so overloaded with other stuffs. But this particular example you brought, it's a very important one. It encourages us all, having people around us that may just need what we have to support them, and we should be ready to make that impact that is necessary, like you said.
Yeah,
It's all about reflecting and thinking and evaluating. It's really field. It's really field, Coach Patrick. It's really field. Coach Monica, do you want to add something?
Just a little thing. Thank you so much, Coach Patrick. Just like you said, we we were created for a purpose. We all are purposes. We are not here for just to live. There's something in us that God has infected or have put in us that one our family needs there. So just like I used to say, not I heard from a great man of God. He said that we, for example, as a woman, we are on an assignment to our husband. We are on an assignment to
mhm,
our children. So we
yeah,
need to know that we are purpose, and our children are purpose. They are not just children, but they
mhm,
are purpose. That's what Prophet Benjamin used to say. We are purpose. Our children are purpose. We not just give birth to children, we give birth to purpose. So we should just know that, try to find out that which God has put in us, and we should use it. Always know that we are here for a reason. Thank you so much, Coach Patrick.
welcome.
Coach Patrick, I would definitely want to add. I hope it's okay for you, as a request from Coach Monica and myself, if we can give a prayer to our audience.
Oh, I would love to. I would love to. My wife used to tell me you pray so good, but that is in French. I don't know if I can pray that good in English, but anyways, I would love to. So when the time comes, just let me know.
Okay, so we want to really appreciate our audience for being there, and we talked about life balance, that we are not being specific, but all areas of life, be it work, be it family, social, religious, anything you can think of, how to ensure that you are able to have that growth mindset and thrive successfully in each area. And living a purposeful life is what we should value more, because while we are living, there's a reason why we are alive. There's an impact that each and everyone has to make, you know. And if we are being blessed with responsibilities everywhere we go, there's a reason why we have those responsibilities, and we have to do our part as well. How interesting life it is in in a whole. But by the grace of God, we will keep doing what He wants us to do by His special grace. Coach Patrick, can you give us a word of prayer? Thank you so much.
Okay, let's pray. Lord, we want to say thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this wonderful moment, this wonderful opportunity that we just had. Thank you because you came through us and you used our voice, you used our mouth to share your word. We say thank you because you are alive and you give us that life so that we can also participate. We can live a life that is coming from you. We know that we are here for a specific reason and we don't want to leave this place without accomplishing what we are here for. So we pray that you can give us the strength that we need. You can give us the wisdom that we need. You can give us the mind that we need, the imagination, the creativity that we need, God, to succeed. And we also understand it is not easy every day. So when we fall down, please, Lord, stretch your hand and help us to stand up again and to keep on fighting, to keep on going forward. Because at the end, what we want is your glory. What we want is your name to be spread. What we want is your name to be praised. So use us, use our talent, use all what you have given us, Lord. We pray so in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you very much, Coach Patrick, for
You're
that very
welcome.
rich prayer. And as a take home message to our audience, it's never too late. Like we said, let's give ourselves that opportunities to start all over again. Kindly evaluate and look deeply into the different areas of life and see where something is lacking. Try to build it up, try to fix it, and try to make things better. It's never too late, but the time is now. We appreciate you for being there and for the support. And if you have to listen to this video later, please drop in your opinions and comments as well. We will definitely reach you. Coach Patrick, we forgot one thing more important. How can the audience reach out to you if they have any questions?
Okay, so LinkedIn, Patrick Njapa on LinkedIn. You don't have two Patricks Njapa on LinkedIn, so it's only me. Okay, this is my main platform. So if you go on LinkedIn, you can easily find me. And also on Facebook. If you see that it is in French, don't worry. I speak English. So just DM me, just send me a private message, and I would love, love, love to have a conversation with you. LinkedIn and Facebook, Patrick Japa.
Thank you so much, Coach Patrick Japa. That's our certified mindset and relationship coach. It was a blessing to have you on our platform. And to our audience, see you next 2 months again with a very interesting topic. God bless you. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Bye.
Ciao.